Hello, welcome back. So the last trip I went on was pretty much the first time where I did a really big stint on the highway. It was 400 and something Ks in one go. And I've noticed for a while, anything over 100 Ks an hour, especially with this helmet, which is the Arai XT4, there's lots of wind noise and you get a bit of buffeting sitting down. So I'm 188 centimeters or 6'2". And I noticed just in this position, you get the shakes on with the helmet and the noise inside the helmet is it's a little bit crazy. Like kept thinking it's the helmet, but I wasn't too sure because when you stand up, even at 110 Ks an hour, it felt a lot smoother. So the airflow needs to change. So I came across this the other day. We can take the front shield off completely, which is going to look a bit funny. We can go shorter, or we can go taller to try and re-deflect the air, and you've got some on the side that you can put on as well. Not too worried about the ones on the side yet, but I have gone for this one, which is the WRS brand, made in Italy, so it's all legit. It even looks, take it out. It even looks identical to the factory one. There we go. So same markings, just says WRS on it instead of Ducati. And we're looking roughly, what's that, 3-4 centimeters shorter. Just comes underneath the GPS. And hopefully that will change the wind flow a little bit. So especially with this next trip coming up, there's going to be a lot of riding at higher speed. And I just don't want my head wobbling around like a bobble doll for the next 6-7+ hours. So I'm trying to fix that. Also trying to fix the mic inside my helmet. With all the air getting through, anything above 70 Ks an hour, you can't hear what I'm saying. So that's why I've just been doing a lot of voiceover stuff on my videos. I'm not sure if my microphone's too sensitive or whatever. The wireless one that I had set up, which you've seen a video of, does work really well, but it's just a fact of turning 3 things on. And with this trip coming up, I'm just trying to go for a wide mic setup. So I come into town, or about to come into town, I can turn the camera on, talk about the town as we go through and keep going without having to worry about turning 3 things on, pulling over, turn 3 things off, that sort of thing. So I'll pop this on now and we'll see how much shorter it actually is. I think the air will be diverted a little bit by the GPS, but it is what it is. But yeah, this looks identical to the factory one. All right, let's get this on. Okay, so that's the WRS screen. I believe this is the Enduro, which is the lower one. So it looks like there's a bit more airflow that can come through here. So from the front view, it looks like the GPS is higher than the screen. It is slightly, but I'll spin it around for the side view because the angle, so the airflow will be going over the top anyway. It's not going to be directly hitting the screen. Okay, so side view, that's the GPS with the front of the screen. So it's not too bad. The only thing we have left to do now, I'll show you directly from the front. Okay, so I've got the camera at the same height as the headlight, and the angle is pretty good. So the wind's going to pretty much blow it all the way over the top of the GPS. I'm not worried about the GPS copping too much wind. But only way to test it is to get out on the road, and let's go right now.
Alrighty, well, I did film a little bit more than this and talk about the windscreen as I was going along the highway and that sort of thing, but can't really hear it due to all the wind noise. So just sit back here, have a watch of me going down some little slippery tracks, and we'll talk about a few things at the end.
She's a slippery one. These tyres suck in the wet. Okay, so just got back from testing the windscreen out. I really like it. Just being that little bit lower allows the air to come over the top and sort of hit the helmet where all the aero on the helmet sort of takes effect. Wind noise is still the same, but your head doesn't wobble around, especially at speed, so 110 k's an hour, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe, but your head doesn't get the whole wobbles happening. It sort of keeps it all streamlined and the wind just going past and the helmet's doing its thing. Wind noise is still an issue, but I think that's more of the helmet issue. And that's why I'm talking about this now, because I did talk about it when I was riding along and you just can't hear what I'm saying. That's something that I have addressed and I've ordered a little part and we'll test that out when it arrives, hopefully next week. Now on this little ride, I did find a few other little things that I need to fix up before head up north. Mainly because this bike now is coming on 4,000 Ks, still has the original tyres, which are the Pirelli Scorpion STRs. The front still heaps of grip on the road and that sort of thing, but absolutely sucks when it comes to greasy clay-based roads. And that's more of what probably going to find once I get up past Cairns, that sort of thing, get onto the Peninsula Development Road. And if they've just graded it, it could be an issue. So I definitely need to change that. I have ordered them, just waiting on them arriving and then we'll get that done. Another thing is I clipped a little branch and the mirrors obviously came loose. So I need to Loctite them and get them all sorted, because every 2 seconds I was trying to get this to screw back on and then adjust. But all in all, really happy with the windscreen. It just allows that extra air to do its thing of what it's supposed to, rather than creating turbulence around this area and your head just getting that wobble. That was the main reason I wanted to go out for another little ride. Turned it into going down a few extra little tracks and finding a few more little things out about the bike, but that's a good thing. Yeah, so I'll get these fixed up, get new tyres on, and we should be good to go. Oh, and get the little audio adapter for the mic. Okay, so I've ordered the replacement tyres for this, and they should actually arrive when you're watching this video. So yeah, we'll see how they go, and I'll see you in the next one.